Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, my name is Tulani. Today I'm going to talk about the step-by-step process of coming to the UK as a nurse. So I'm going to make a series of videos to outline the steps that you need to take to come to the UK. So I'll make it as simple as I can, and I'll make it short videos, and then I'll have multiple videos so that you can reference a video according to the step that you are currently in. So the first step, of course, is an obvious one, is for you to make that decision that you're actually thinking of moving abroad. And when you make that decision, you have to choose where do you want to go. So I assume now you've chosen to go to come to the UK, and that is what I'm going to be talking about. So now when you've made the decision that you want to come to the UK, there is some money involved in booking some of the tests that you need to take before you can register with the Nursing and Midwifery Council in the UK. So the first test being the English exam. So this is the most important test, and then it is a bit costly and it's a bit challenging. So my advice is, once you have decided you're moving abroad, you get yourself ready for the exam. So we have two types of exam. The first one is the ielts, and the second one is the OET. So now you have to decide which one you're going to take. I cannot say which one is harder or which one is simpler, because many people, are saying different things. So you'll have to look at the test yourself. You can Google or go on YouTube to just get some sort of an overview of the test, or you can even go to their website. For the ielts, it's the British Council, and for OET, I think it's just OET website, where you can get some more information about these tests. And then now, after you have obviously decided on which test to take, I advise you during this stage, which is the first stage, to apply for your passport from your local home affairs. You get your passport, because obviously you cannot travel without a passport, and you'll not be able to register with the Nursing and Midwifery Council without a passport, because it's one of the requirements. So now, after you have applied for your passport and you are preparing for your English exam, you save some money. It may take you time to save money depending on whether you are working and where you are, in which country, and because obviously the cost of the test are different, and then depending on what job you're doing and the experience and your salary, the time frames will never be the same, because someone may be having the money now as we speak, but someone might have to start saving. So at the minute, I'm talking about those who obviously need to save some money. And even if you have some money, so this step is relevant to you to prepare for the exam. So it gives you time to actually prepare for the exam, because the exam is a bit challenging, as I've said, and you have to put, effort into writing the exam. Don't just assume it's an English exam, you can just go there and pass. It doesn't really work like that. It's a bit challenging. Not that you cannot pass the first time. Most people have passed, but myself, because I didn't give my, I didn't, take much time to study for the exam. I had to write it 3 times, and each time I had to pay, and it was expensive. But because I had made a decision that I want to move to the UK, nothing was going to stop me, not even the test, because I know along the way you meet some challenges, and you meet people who will discourage you. So I just, my advice is, you make the decision yourself that you want to move abroad, and do it yourself, and get some information like the YouTube videos like this one. You can ask on the comment box below, and I'll always answer your questions as much as I can, and also giving you up-to-date information about the UK. I've been in the UK now for some time, and I've worked obviously in different positions and different locations. And again, another advice on the first step is to choose which part of the UK do you actually want to go and live and also work. Because the UK, as you may know, it's divided into 4 countries, which is England, Wales, Scotland, and Northern Ireland. And all these countries, they have different cost of living. So even the rentals are different depending on where you are in what country. Like, for example, if you go to England and you decide to go and work in the city in London, the cost of living is high and the rentals are very high. So just make sure when you choose the place to go, don't choose it with an eye of a vacation. You can always go to London whenever you're here in the UK for vacation, but for living, London can be very expensive. I'm not saying don't go to London. There are people who are in London who are working in London, but it is a bit expensive. And not only London, there are some areas, of course, which are a bit, pricey. But then this part, I'm not able to actually give you the exact places where you can go and work. But for example, I know Northern Ireland, it's affordable. It's a nice place to live. It's not a very big country, so I like it myself. That's where I am. So that's one other advice that I can give you. Just look for the place you love to work and live, and so that you can enjoy your time in the UK. So guys, this is the first step. Just prepare for that exam, save that money, choose the place where you want to go, and take your time and get that passport. And guys, thank you for watching. I'll be making the next video, and that will be after your English exam, the steps that you have to take. So as I promised, I want to make these videos as short as possible so I don't bombard you with a lot of information that will end up confusing you. Thank you guys for watching. If you are a returning viewer, thank you for subscribing. And if you are new here, please subscribe and like the video if it was any beneficial to you. Thank you so much.